Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Jobless Weebs, episode 16. I'm Brian, co-host, and with me today,
Marco, the beer pong Mexican.
We are feeling well this week, so we are meeting again.
Kind of funny that you had to emphasize that.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yes, we're good. I was actually, to be truthful, I was feeling sick earlier this week, but it wasn't Corona or anything.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
we're here.
The third time, hopefully, is not the charm. So
Yeah. You have us indefinitely, I believe. Yep.
In the meantime, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've already crossed the threshold of 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So now I want to cross the threshold of like 24 episodes, which is, like the other type of anime that we commonly see.
Right.
Then the next one would be the 56 threshold.
Oh, yep. 50 plus.
That a few anime nowadays have crossed.
Oh yeah, very few. Yeah, some isekai and sports usually these days.
Yeah, and then the next threshold would be like the One Piece threshold or the Naruto threshold, which is like 600 or 900.
Yep, 900, and then
possibly we will never cross that threshold, but I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Well, yeah, the internet is amazing these days. So we'll see what happens eventually. I think One Piece is like 1,000 something today.
Yeah. I mean, and
it's crazy.
And new episodes for both the anime and the manga are coming out. So it's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Wow, amazing stuff is happening. Yeah. We were talking earlier today about shoujo anime, and kind of like life experiences too, with like how life is similar to
romance.
Romance anime.
I mean, kind of funny. Yes. Now that you mentioned, is like these 27-year-old weebs that would look like they have no experience with romance whatsoever.
Right. Yeah.
And it's right, we don't. But we have had the taste of like youth.
Oh yes.
If you will.
Yes. High school years. Oh my.
They were fun. My high school years is something that I would like to forget.
Oh right. And college years maybe?
My college years were actually funnier.
Okay,
in that topic.
There you go.
I mean, after, because I don't know if every weeb has gone through that, but I certainly did. When I was starting as a small weeblet.
Yes.
A couple of years ago. I had my shoujo face.
Yes.
And that shoujo face.
We all do.
Where I was watching My Love Story.
Oh, yeah, My Love Story. Ouran High School Host Club.
Vampire Diaries or Vampire Nights. It's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. And Itakiss.
Oh, yes, that one.
Seito Kaicho wa Maid-sama.
Maid-sama. Oh my, Lovely Complex.
Lovely Complex.
Oh wow.
How could I forget one of my favorite ones?
Gosh. Yeah, that was one my heart like flips end over end.
Yeah.
Lovely Complex.
And he's like, I wish I could have like a love story in the anime, like.
Oh really?
I just had like the drama, but I didn't have like the romance a lot, and a lot of times probably that was on me.
Oh sure.
And it was funny because at least I mean on high school actually I have one of the funniest things. Of course at the time it wasn't funny.
Oh no, it never is.
But, now that I look back, I was like,
yeah,
I can't believe I did that.
Right. Like,
So there was this time
Uh-huh.
I was on senior year in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh no.
I don't want to go through all the drama, but there was this girl that I liked, and for some reason or another, I took her like, hey, you know what? After high school, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go somewhere for a couple of years, and I'm gonna leave home.
Ah,
And
right.
she was like,
Classic.
then leave.
No.
And she just, we were in the middle of a park. We were in the middle of a park in downtown, back where I used to live, back in Mexico. And she just walked away, and she was going home. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the bigger man. Back at the time, I didn't watch a lot of shoujo anime or anime at all.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? I was like, I'm gonna be a cool guy, and I'm gonna do what every man on those rom-coms does.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked back there, I grabbed her hand, and I told like, please don't go, stay with me.
Oh no! Whoa! So you did?
I did it.
Did. Wow!
And then she was already crying. It's like she was like,
yeah.
just let go of me. And
Okay.
please let go of me. And there were people around because we were in a public place.
Yeah.
And I was like,
a park.
oh, this doesn't look good. Like a huge dude it's telling like, I mean, she was pretty tall, but you know, right next to me.
Oh yeah.
There are a few things that can't be called big or tall. So she didn't look tall, right next. So it's like you have this huge dude calling this tiny girl,
right.
To what it looked like. He was forcing himself onto her. And I was like, this doesn't look good. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna let go. And then she started rock, and you would say like, okay, then you went back home, and no, I had to go there again and chase her for like 2 streets, and I was like, and kind of like apologizing, and I was like, yeah, I mean, every time that I remember, it's like I get cringe. And
I get you.
But yeah, I mean, that was the most dramatic stuff that could be called anime worthy.
Right. That is. Oh, dude.
That I'm not proud of myself, and
okay.
I mean, nowadays I still talk with that girl from time to time. We're good friends.
Oh yeah.
Nothing more,
that's
but
good. But it's just like.
But like the drama to get to like being in good terms would probably be for another episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, and that was high school, and
oh yeah, high school. Well, high school is always just high motion, high intensive, like involved situations. I personally believe, but yeah, it's dang.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly would have liked to have like a more innocent relationship, like in animes. Well, the part that they show on the shoujo animes.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through some of the shoujo animes. Like I've read through the manga, and there's some parts where like, whoa, this is not so innocent anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So
it is. It is like some type. It's like those situations that you live through, and you look back on your in your adult years and say like, oh man, maybe I could have handled that better, or differently, maybe in another way.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's like that. You think and you think more, and that's what is like part of that.
It was
feeling.
It was definitely like at the moment. Believe me.
Yeah.
It looked like a good idea.
Right.
Now looking back, it's like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I can relate probably a little bit with like trying to like be friends in high school, but then having like high emotional situations, and then me being like a teenage boy, and yeah, I probably have similar things in my life.
Yeah, I mean, one of the
Yeah.
good things about anime is that
Yeah.
their personas are already established, and
Oh,
even if they're
yes.
teenagers, a lot of times they're pretty mature, and
Oh,
that's because
yeah, a lot of
that's the
time.
plot of the anime. It's like
Right.
you either have like a super mature boy or a super
Mhm.
mature girl, and even if the counterpart is a mess,
Yeah.
there's still like
There's
a thinking
still,
one
yeah.
that rationalizes everything.
Mhm. At least a little stability,
Right.
maybe.
Unlike back to real life,
Oh
it's
no.
like
You say,
we
we
try to seem
say,
mature, we try to be
yeah,
adults, but
right.
let's be honest. Back at that age, we're idiots.
Oh, absolutely.
And even at this age, we're idiots. The only
Oh
difference is
yeah,
that we're aware of.
we're aware of it. Right, right. In our like brains themselves are like, they're supposed to be developed or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, and I think a lot of people can relate to, like, it's just hard to like say things that we mean, but then we still like try to create something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
really weird. So yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work. Yeah.
Right. I mean, but that's high school, and
Yeah.
I guess for college,
Mhm.
I do have another story.
Ah,
I mean,
yes.
college was weird because I was
Yeah.
most of the time I was always so focused in classes and homework
Yeah.
and work that a lot of times I neglected the emotional part. I mean, and I'm still doing it. But I mean, back in
well,
college,
oh, right.
I was
Taking
like,
classes.
it was like, oh,
Yeah.
I have this homework and this paper and
Yeah.
all of that. It's due next week or it's due tomorrow. So it's like, it's either I keep my C or I go on a date and go from C to D. You're
Oh.
like, I'll try to keep my C and
Yeah.
maybe get a B.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we hope for that B. Yeah. We
Like,
hope for
I was
that.
not an A student. I mean, I did get some A's on my last year. I don't know how, but I mean,
yeah.
so there was this girl that I was friends with. I mean, I'm still friends, but we haven't talked with each other since we graduated.
Oh, right.
And it happened almost a year ago.
Ah.
And we used to be study buddies. We were doing the same major. And one day, I do remember clearly, we were at work. I was vacuuming a room, and then I got a text from her.
It's a vivid memory.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think I still have the text in my
Oh,
old cell phone,
oh,
but
no
I don't
way.
want to pull it out.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
kind of like summarizing or paraphrasing, it's like, hey, I think you're a really nice guy and you're really smart and all of that, and I think I like you. I was like,
Oh yeah.
what? And I didn't answer because
Oh, it's out of nowhere.
I mean, and we were working, so
True.
so
Yeah.
I was like, I was the boss, so I was like, you know what? I gotta put the example as the boss, so I'm just gonna wait for like until break to answer that, and that my brain is on high alert. So it's like I don't want to say anything stupid. So kind of like 20 minutes after that text, she was like, never mind. And like,
what?
it's okay if you don't like me
Wait,
back. And I'm like,
what?
whoa.
Oh,
Chill, girl,
okay,
chill.
okay. 20 minutes. Well, right.
I think she also freaked out.
Okay, yeah. Well, messaging with like that type of stuff, it's difficult. Yeah. Okay.
And,
Yikes.
and I was like,
So it was
no,
20 minutes.
it's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
I somehow managed to not make things weirder than
Yeah.
they were already.
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
was like, well, you know what? We can talk about this face to face tomorrow or some other day. So
Good call.
some other day came. We were at the library and everything was normal. We were like hey dude,
Okay.
hey dude, because that was the type of friendship that we had. Like, hey dude.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's
So
good.
we were
That's
doing
good.
homework
That's
and everything, and I was like, oh, it's time for me to go, and I was like, I'll walk with you halfway through, and we stopped by the lake, and at BYU on the
Oh, the south side.
yes,
South side. Yeah.
we were there,
Yeah.
and it was weird because we were just sitting down and it was like,
Oh no! Oh no!
So.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh dude!
and she was like, so
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think we gotta talk about the elephant in the park.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, it's okay. You can forget about that. I was like, are you sure? And myself, I was thinking like, I've reached a new level of singleness, if that's even a word, of a loner. Because it's like, I mean, back in the past, it's like I would ask some girls for a date, and they were like, "Oh no, not right now," or they would say yes, but before the actual date, they would cancel, which I was happy.
Oh, you
Yeah.
and then you can have the chance to stay home. And,
Yeah, I was like,
or like, yeah,
oh, thanks
read
God, I
something
didn't have
maybe.
to be the jerk.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But now I unlocked a new
Oh,
level of a loner in a way that she confessed to me through text,
Yeah.
and at the same time she friend zoned me.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, it's
Kinda
alright.
like-
It's alright.
It's not you, it's me, and it's like, and there were circumstances for her that I don't want to conceal, and I didn't find it mean
Oh, absolutely.
how she did it, because I did understand where she was coming from,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I just found it funny.
Yeah,
That is like-
that it's like this. It's evolving this
Yeah,
way.
I was like, this is the first
Absolutely.
time that someone confessed to me, but at the same time,
What?
she just rejected me.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I'm having confused feelings. Like, I'm happy because someone said like, "Hey, I like you," and at the same time, it's like, what the heck just happened? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I like you, but I don't want to be with you.
Right.
Like,
Just
I guess at the end of the day, for some reason, every now and then, I just come back to watch some shoujo, and it's like, I know I'm all alone, but this crap is good. Like,
so true. Like, what in the world is up with my teen romantic comedy is
yeah,
like messed up, as I expected, I believe. Snafu.
yeah,
though.
something like that.
Snafu. So, I totally really. It's like, yeah, it's messed up, but awesome.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
That is one of the animes that you're like, I'm Hachiman, but it's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not, but you can't believe that. It's like,
Yeah.
stick to the thought of that you were Hachiman, and
Yeah.
like, talking about Hachiman, I do have Yukino here.
Oh, you? Oh, yes. You can. Oh, she's amazing. Wow.
But
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yikes.
one of my favorite shoujos, kind of like getting aside the gloom from my high school and college years. Do you have
Oh well, I've been
any experiences
I definitely dropped the ball on like my own personal romantic relationships. I would say, or well, also maybe not like. Well, not like really realizing any situations, I would say. That's yeah. I went through some things like that. I had a crush, and I was like friends with her, but then like I was confessed to, and so like through the phone, on the phone. So like it was even more like, whoa, like. What is my life happening
What was that?
right now? Oh yes. So like I basically had a girlfriend in high school senior year.
What the heck?
I did, yes. But then after a little while, we had like a group, a friends group kind of thing.
Right.
But then I didn't know this other girl. Well, anyway, she called me and like confessed to me, and I didn't really have a response. So that was like, like that was on me. That was my bad. But then again, what
Smart
was I
move,
supposed
Ryan.
to do?
Smart move.
Yeah. Well. At least it wasn't like girlfriend, that anime. Oh boy. That's that.
I can
that one is
imagine
still
kind of like
going.
if this were kind of like a Pokemon game,
Uh-huh.
I would see like the pop up.
All right.
It's like
Challenger.
Brian has been confessed. What is Brian going to do? Run away? Silent?
Yeah.
Answer.
Right.
Brian used silence.
Silent.
Super effective.
Exactly. So like I like exactly, and it's like what we talked about with like feelings and whatnot. Feelings. Maybe that's why I like anime.
Oh boy.
Feelings. Oh man. But yes. But so yeah. That didn't like. So yeah, that didn't go well or anything, or it just didn't play out. Stayed friends and stuff. So like now it's like looking back, man. It's a decade ago. It's a decade
And you're
ago.
still like, I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot. Yes, exactly. So that's
I
why
know what you mean.
I wonder when I'm watching anime, like all the time, what will these people feel like in the future? Like,
Oh
wow, Anohana, we kind of get that. We kind of get that.
We do.
With this past like event and whatnot, with like the reveal of the fate of the characters, which is really cool. I really liked it. But yeah, it was something that made me think, wow.
Yeah, especially because in that anime, it was not like a love triangle. It was more like a love hexagon, or like a love pentagram.
Oh man, yeah.
And
it was all sorts of odd stuff.
There was actually going to be kind of like a special episode for like the 10-year anniversary or something like that, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
But
yeah, they were doing some special things with it.
But I mean, that's derailing from the main topic.
I
guess.
Wow.
I mean, one of my favorite animes that it's on my list of general animes. You know,
yes.
One of these is we should definitely do kind of like
the anime,
the animes that we have in our favorites, like on the general. And then kind of like, for action, or for shoujo, or for... But like, one of the main ones that I have is like, one of them is Lovely Complex.
Oh, yes.
And the other one is Bokura wa minna kawaisou, which is like kawaii complex for manners and something like that. And I've watched that anime at least 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
And I've read the manga at least 3 or 4 times.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites, and because it's really silly, but at the same time it's kind of real, and at the same time a little bit with fantasy, or fantasy is a wrong word, but I forgot the word. But it's a show that it doesn't feel like your standard shoujo. If you know what I mean, you can like the standard shoujo is like, you know, like the hearts or the roses as background.
Yeah, the roses appear when the guy is like leaning in. And,
or like,
and then it's the frame. Yeah.
Or when the girl is like all her shiny eyes and like
yes.
Like,
or in High School Host Club, there are many shots like that.
It's not like that.
No, okay.
It has some comedy, some silly jokes.
Yeah.
But when it's time for the romantic stuff, they do take a while to build it up.
Yeah.
They go all the way, but at the same time, it doesn't feel, that sweetness, like that extreme sweetness of like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna throw up out of this.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh, it's becoming really sweet.
Mhm.
Let's throw a silly joke, like to break the mood, and that's actually like breaking the mood and coming back to the mood again, despite of.
Okay.
It's really good. The ending is really good. At the end, the main character Usa ends up with best girl and waifu, Ritsu Kawaii.
Oh yes, I believe you have her on your lock screen.
Yeah, it's on my last screen.
Oh yes, on your phone.
Like for 2 years
For 2
now.
years. Oh yep. That's right.
And I mean that's one of my favorites because
Oh yeah.
it has 12 episodes, one OVA, and it doesn't properly go to like a relationship during the anime.
It's pretty standard. Well,
Yeah,
well, not really, but
I mean,
we see it a few
lot of
times.
shoujos
Yeah.
have shown that those hints are like, oh, and then they started
Yeah.
dating. And of course, there are also a few ones that they're start dating at the beginning or mid season. But for that one, it's like,
Oh
I would say, actually, no, they start dating almost at the end of the manga.
Okay.
Yeah, because it explains the main heroine, Ritsu. She's very introvert and serious, so it takes for her a while to realize that she likes Usa.
Oh.
And a lot of times she was feeling jealous and kind of like threatened by other girls that were close with Usa. So she was like, there look like better options for him. So like, I'll try to be on the sidelines. And Usa was like a dog.
Oh, what?
Kind of like being very obvious for everyone except Ritsu, apparently.
Oh. I see.
So it's definitely a must watch. That is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Another one that I was thinking about that we were talking about whether it is actually like shoujo or shonen would be Yona of the Dawn.
Oh right.
I just really liked that one. Watching the anime and then getting into the manga a little bit. It has like historical type drama vibes to it, setting in a kingdom with a princess. She's the main character, and she has like a bodyguard that she's with. Well, due to circumstances, a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Something happens at the very end of the very first episode, and it is shocking. It is actually probably one of the most shocking first episodes I've ever seen of an anime. I would say, yes. Well, along with The Promised Neverland.
Oh yeah.
Yona of the Dawn is probably one of those. But yeah, it definitely has like shonen or like adventurous type themes and whatnot. So would you say it would be more like it would kind of fall more of a different category, probably?
I would.
She does meet like three or four other characters later on that are kind of like
I would
prospects, or at least they kind of like her.
I guess I would still put her in shoujo.
Shoujo. Oh, okay.
But part of me wants to. I mean, because the definition of shoujo, most of the time, or I mean, I don't want to talk for like what Japan understands for shoujo, but what I understand for shoujo, or maybe like the Western
Oh yeah.
viewers is like shoujo is strictly for like romance,
Yes. Yes.
like romance, and shonen is for action most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Action and adventure. Yeah.
but at the same
absolutely.
time, if
Mhm.
we go kind of like literal, shoujo means young
Oh,
girl,
right.
and
Right.
shonen means young boy.
Young boy. Yeah.
So
Absolutely. So it kind of just that
it's more of
demographic.
like, oh yeah, this is a genre that it's mainly for a young female audience, shoujo,
Ah.
and
Mhm.
shonen is for uh, a young male audience.
Ah.
So I guess under that
Right. It's
categorization is
more
like,
umbrella. It's more stretching
yeah,
it.
maybe
That's for
since
sure.
she's the main character, the main heroine,
Mm-hmm.
um, it could be called shoujo.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
under like
Maybe.
the, oh yeah, shoujo is romance, then it's like,
Ah.
yeah, kind of like she's scraping in.
Oh yeah, yeah. Screaming. Oh yes. Another one that I really liked would be Wolf Boy. Let's see, Wolf Girl and Black Prince. Was it with the
Oh, that's
that was one shoujo that I thought was really
that's
really.
that's trash.
Oh, it's
I
trash.
mean, it's trash that I like.
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
just
It's one of
think
those.
about it. It's one of those
Right.
really messed up animes
Oh,
of a very toxic relationship.
right, and that's the thing. Yes, yes. It's like, yeah, he doesn't, well, like she, yeah, oh, I totally agree. It's kind of like one of those where it tries to be dramatic, but in a way that he totally like ignore he like I think he ignores her and like talks down to her like specifically every
Yeah,
time they're together, and he's like, "Are you
because
like,
the thing is
are you
that
serious?" and
she,
stuff like that.
I mean, it's like she is the wolf girl because she
Ah,
is like a pet
ah,
because she
ah.
took a picture with him
Mm,
when he was just passing by, and she was like, oh yeah, this is my
right,
boyfriend,
right, and she used
and
that.
he was like
Yeah.
the popular guy in school,
Mhm.
and it's like, yeah, I can pretend to be your boyfriend, but
Oh,
you're gonna
right.
do a couple things for me,
To
and that's
right to
like
use that.
what
Yeah.
the toxic relationship started, and
Uh-huh.
kind of
Because
like,
it was her very close friends that she was trying to like impress and kind of be like be in with them, which is another like very shoujo type theme, trying to fit in with the girls. But
yeah.
yeah, he abuses it.
Yeah, I mean, if that were to
So
happen,
he's the
kind of like in a live action adaptation,
no,
we wouldn't hear the last of it.
yeah, it would be like, yeah, tucked down and everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, on the final episodes,
Uh-huh.
it becomes a little better. Kind of like the relationship, it's fixed a little bit, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I remember, and I was like, this is
Well,
garbage, and
yeah, it is.
but
It
but it's
is.
like
But it's yeah.
my it was like the teenage girl inside me was like, yeah,
Oh, sure,
which was
sure.
wrong.
Right. Well, it taps into very like shoujo like key points.
Yeah, because a lot of times like,
Yeah.
oh, that's it's like she just wants to be with him, and it's like, yeah,
Right.
it's cute, but it's like
Right.
it's not healthy.
No. Well, he also is going through things. So he's very like toxic, and he like takes it out.
If you find a person like that,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman.
Oh,
That's a red flag. Just
yeah.
get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Not needed.
He's like,
Not
you like the
needed.
rush? Yeah, probably for the first month. Then
Uh-huh.
afterwards, just get out of there. Like,
Mhm. It's
and,
trash. It's trash.
I guess to finish up, one last one that we
Oh, yes.
that we want to talk about, or that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Love is hard for
Otaku.
For an otaku.
Yes, love is hard for otaku. Oh my. Situational comedy. That is gold with that.
And the best thing is it's not a high school anime.
Yeah. Huge plus. Huge plus, I must say.
So it's already kind of like an adult relationship, but these guys are weebs, are otakus. Hardcore.
Video games.
And the
to
two
max.
girls are rotten. And for those of you who don't know what rotten is girls, like weeb girls that like to read men on men action.
Right.
I don't want to describe more.
Yeah.
But
So
but it's like it's that
Yeah.
funny twist, and it's like a more mature relationship, which is good.
Absolutely, and because it's a working environment. Well, for some of the time, but yeah, a lot of the relationship is like outside of work.
Yeah,
Doing fun
and it's
stuff.
not necessarily like as clingy as like the traditional shoujo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more like some adults hanging out with each other, and from time to time they
act
they are
mature.
smoochy and all of
Sure,
that.
in that too. But it's an adult vibe, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and it's really
Mature-
funny. It has
mature
12
vibe.
episodes that are available on Amazon Prime,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and 2 OVAs that I have no idea where they are available.
Oh man,
But
we'll
they're
have to,
good.
We'll have to do some digging then.
Yeah, and the manga
OVAs.
the manga is pretty far now. I mean, I stopped following it a couple months ago because there were no more updates.
Yeah.
I was
It's hard.
binge reading. but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a new take on romance.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a relief from the traditional romantic animes that we are used to.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think only a couple are like similar in that way. But yeah, it is very, very good. And they go in like their relationship compatibility, which is fascinating.
Right.
Which is different than some of the drama type stuff that we see.
Yeah, because that one is, I believe, like it's more like a comedy and slice of life kind of thing, and not kind of like drama and romance, and which a lot of time is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my shoujo.
Oh yes.
but it's like, but this new presentation, it's pretty good, and it calls you out, and it's like, I can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of those animes that if your parents come or anyone comes and watch you seen that, just for the animation, they're like, okay. But if they see you watching some of like the Wolf Girl and they're gonna be like,
what are you
okay.
watching?
So definitely a must watch. Love is Hard for an Otaku.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Oh my.
I guess that's it for today.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us again.
Remember to tune in next week. Thanks for watching this episode, and keep watching anime. And see you next week. Bye.
Bye.